What's up, guys? Welcome back to this new video. Today, I'm going to give you a tutorial about how to make an amethyst farm, but it is an original Pepp design. So, guys, hopefully you will enjoy, the build, and let's hop straight to the materials. What you need for each of the budding amethysts, so the one that generates crystals, are 4 pistons, a daylight sensor, and 4 redstone dust. And then just for the rest, for the storage, you want to have 2 chests, a couple of rails, and some activation of the powered rails, a minecart with an hopper, and tough bricks. And you can always, if you want, you can always use hoppers as well. But that's all up to you. That's the storage thing. But to start with the automation, what you first need to do is make sure all of these budding amethyst can generate 4 crystals on each side. So what you need to do is clear this amethyst geodes first. Don't break the budding amethyst because that would be a shame. Alright guys, so eventually it will look like this. A little bit like a mess, but that's fine. So what you want to do right now, it's time to build your automatic farm. I increased the tick speed, so yeah, it will be way faster. You cannot actually see it, but what you want to do is you have one of those budding amethysts. You want to place a temporary block and then a nice daylight detector. And then what you want to do is on the same block that you just built, make 5 pistons facing downwards. Like this. And yeah, on top of that, what you want to do is connect those 4 with a redstone dust. And that is actually it for all of the redstone. It's very easy. So how this works is, yeah, you just wait till it's day or nighttime, because you can actually set it how you want. Because right now on night he will activate, so when I, for example, set a time set night, any seconds. Otherwise, the redstone signal would activate and the amethyst would fall down. That's very simple. But you also, want to have more of them. So what you want to do is build the same thing on every one of those amethyst buddings. So guys, eventually when you build all of them, for me it will look like this geode. So just the same contraption on every little amethyst budding. And you're probably asking what to do with the bottom side. You can do whatever you want with the bottom side. You can just put like an amethyst crystal, so you can maybe mine with fortune, or you can even add your own extra little thing. So for example, you can maybe make something like this. I know this is not possible, but something like this, there are many ways to do it, but that's all up to you. You can even just make a pillar out of it. It's still all up to you. But for me, these 4 are the most interesting. And then for the storage, what I would recommend is making an entire platform to where all those amethyst things are. So just a little flat ground. Most of the time it's around, let's say, 9 by 9 to 15 by 15, depends on the size. But yeah, it's just make a platform. Sometimes you may actually find some valuable ores as well, but yeah, it can gift you as well, this farm. But yeah, if you did that, you will have a beautiful flat area like this. And then what I recommend is just making the walls just nicely connecting to each other so there won't be any gap, and none of these amethyst shards will just lay around on one of these holes, because it's still possible. So just making it nice, make sure there are no gaps in between. And then what you want to do is make your little hopper system with a minecart. And yeah, about the railroad, you can also just add an entire large way of hoppers just connecting to one chest. That's an option. But to be a little bit cheaper out of it, what I recommend is building a little railroad. These may actually just be all different, all up to you. But you also want to have a little storage. So if I just take the chests quickly, so for example, I want to have here my storage, there's your storage room. That's still up to you how to make your own storage room. But at least what you want to do is make a beautiful railroad. Oh, this needs with hoppers. I forgot. My fault. Um, so here you want to have a double chest. On top of these, you want to have two hoppers, and then just make your entire railroad system like this, something like this. Still up to you. It's most of the time messy, at least when I do it, but it still should be fine. So like this, and you will understand. So it will eventually look like this, and yeah, it looks like a little bit messy, but it's still up to you how to make it. But what you then want to do, it's very important. You want to have your minecart rolling, and because in my example, I've put here some power drills, I would go this direction with the minecart, because here are ending the hopper with the it ends my course, and better that the minecart goes a little bit slower on this side, and instead of just with the powering rails. But that's just a little thing. But then if you did this, you can always add a second minecart if it is a really big railroad. But most of the time you need it. You just need one minecart and hopper. So then to let all items fall down, what I recommend doing is just making a nice little layer above the rail that you have. Doesn't matter what kind of block you use. In this case, I'm just using amethyst tinted glass, so you can still see cart rolling, but you can also just use tough bricks or obsidian. It doesn't matter what kind of block, because still if I drop some, for example, it will fall down. But you just want to have one block size, not a slab, not a stair, just one block. And as you can see, that redstone block just got into the minecart, and if this is done, you will have your set, and eventually when it's nighttime or daytime, this will go on, and the next day or night they will grow again and will fall down, and that's how you get your own amethyst farm. Then it's time for some little tips. Sometimes you may actually have the case when an amethyst geode will generate two of these buddings next to each other. So then what I recommend doing is just play to just like normal, but you will have two hopper. You will need two hoppers less because this side and this side cannot generate any amethyst little things. So yeah, it's to just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of breaking one and getting 4. Also, there could be a case like with mine amethyst geode that these amethyst buds are generating just on top of each other. So then what I recommend doing, you can have different ways. You can, for example, just make hoppers and a separate chest, or you can, for example, just make something like a piston with ice and just pushing it somewhere like here. You can do it with all different ways, but make sure to be careful when they are on top of each other. And the last hint is that if you want to AFK this, and for example you are in the end dimension, nether dimension, wherever not at least close to this geode where you built this farm, what you always can do is just make a little the pearl chamber, so these chunks with all the crystals will constantly be loaded. So just a simple little chunk loader like this. Oh, I'm stuck. Oops. Yeah, oh, no. Yes, I got it. Like this, just a little chunk loader. So that means this chunk, where it is in, it will constantly load forever and generate the crystals more often. But then I would recommend making this ender pearl status chamber just below the mine track. But at least, guys, this is how all of this works. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to build this farm and definitely comment down below what you think about this farm. I'm really interested in it. But further than that, guys, hopefully you have a great day and I will see you in the next video. So guys, and bye.